Welcome back to some more Brogue. It's been a little while, and last time I do believe we were killed by either a vampire bat, a cloud of caustic gas, or a goblin. So let's just hurl ourselves in and maybe we'll get lucky this time around. Something I highly doubt. But we can try. I just forget what most of the controls are. Got rid of the rat. Have a scroll. And a rapier. I suppose we probably won't be using that anytime soon. I do have some level of guessing as to what everything does and how it works, unfortunately. Well, that's the way down. Let's go search the rest of it. Whoop, I hit the wrong key. The rough stone wall is firm and unyielding, and we tend to close the doors behind us when we pass through. Here's a bloodwort stalk, though I don't need it just now. Get a good clear view of the rooms beyond. And scale mail. Gotta be wary about what we wear though. Anything could be cursed, more or less. See a rat? Thankfully not too hard. And that does it for this floor, so let's go into the next one. Ooh, scrolls. And potions. I'm not sure which is worse, having to figure out which unknown scroll is what, or which unknown potion is what. Because they could do anything. Don't have much of a choice though, gotta pick up stuff as we go. Monkeys are pain. I remember them for stealing items off you, and then running away with them. That's a deep pit, but you can't look down below. You just have to get down there yourself first. There's this narrow pit area which you can walk across. Unfortunately, you just can't kick kobolds or any enemy off into the void and hope that they take some damage. There's plenty of rats, kobolds, and monkeys, and the monkey stalk scroll. So I'm going to throw a dart at it. There we go. I tend to die from not knowing what I'm doing rather than at the hands of an actual enemy. Bit of a problem, really. I don't know what exactly I need to be doing, so one has to try everything. What is that thing? It's a ring. So it could be as easily cursed as it is otherwise. So one needs to be careful when using any of these. Okay, that's one scroll. J. Activate. A scroll of enchantment. I guess we should enchant our... Well, we have 12 strength, so it's only fair that we enchant our dagger. Because who knows, that armor might be useful in the future. But it could be cursed, so just to be on the safe side, we're not going to wear those just yet. Wands typically act against enemies. Typically. They may not always. More scrolls. And that is a pressure plate. I guess it might trigger a trap or it might give us an item. There seems to be something on that altar. It's a door key. But who knows what might happen if I try to pick it up. This door key, however, is a lot easier to deal with. So, let's throw something. Something that will stick down and something I don't mind losing. How about a dart? There we go. Not being ready for those can be troublesome. But there's certainly no getting back that dart just now. Here's another scroll, here's another scroll. And I have a spear. And that is a bloat. I'm playing very deadly. Huh. But there goes the bloat. Gotta be careful with the bloat. Because that tends to happen. And it kind of really hurts. Go on. So, got a kobold over there. Just gonna use the mouse controls for a second because I realise we have those, of course. We still have the kobold to deal with though. Rest up, make sure our health's full. Can we open this door? Nope. Different key. But we can look inside the room. I guess that's nice. What have we got? You got a silver wand. You also got chainmail, cherry staff, warhammer, and a chromium wand. Chances are we'll never get to use any of those if we ever find a matching key. The floor begins to collapse. Thankfully, I think I have a scroll that teleports me. Do I or do I not? I guess not. Uh-oh. Thankfully the water's nearby so we can just duck out of the way of that. Guess we got lucky this time around. Take a look at stuff. So we also have a ring of light. It will enable you to see further in the dimming light of deeper dungeon levels. It will not make you more visible to enemies. Okay, that seems nice. I'll take that. Wand of Empowerment. Improve the body and mind of any monster it hits. They'll use it on allies. No use against yourself. Staff of Healing, but you cannot use it on yourself. Okay, so I guess we picked as best as we could. Yep. So let's get moving. Let's get back to that other room. Right. How? We just have to go around. Because there's so much water. Let's get to that locked room and see what goodies it has for us. Okay, so what we have. Staff of Poison. Deadly Venom will suffer 1 point of damage per turn and will not generate lost health until the effect ends. A level 10 staff can fell even a deadly dragon with a single use. Eventually. Ring of Clairvoyance, see through nearby walls and doors. Recharging Charm, Wand of Empowerment. Again, Scale Mail, War Axe, an Axe, and that's that. So I'll take the Ring of Clairvoyance, I think. Since I actually know what it does, and chances are it's probably not going to ruin me. But just in case, I'm going to use the scrolls. That's Magic Mapping. Scroll of Identify. So we can identify what we can and can't use, I guess. How it works. This is a +1 scale mail of Wraith Immunity. Okay. It doesn't say whether it's cursed or not, so I'm still a bit skeptical about that. And that was a scroll of Summon Monsters, which brought all the monsters. Great. Well, I can deal with them one at a time. And that monkey isn't leaving. There we go. Equip the Ring of Light. Equip the Ring of Clairvoyance. That's just a jackal, so that's pretty easy, I guess. And that about does it for this floor, so let's go on a little deeper. After we recharge our health by resting up. One could plunge through the pit that's been made as a result of our efforts, but not really worth it to me personally. Ooh, there's more scrolls here. I think we should go after those. Maybe. Who knows, it might just be very helpful. Do you have to watch out for the bloats though? Because those things have a lot of dangerous gas. There we go. Wander over this way, towards the shallow water. Another scroll, Bloodwort Plant. 2 scrolls of enchanting. And I'm hungry. We'll just eat now. We have some food. So we'll eat that. And we are now full. Now let's figure out what the rest of these do. Scroll of Recharging, that's for starves, so probably won't use that. Scroll of Protect Armor. Scroll of Shattering. And Scroll of Protect Weapon. That's nifty, I like it. So now my weapon and my armor are protected. How long? It doesn't really say, but we'll go with it for now. Let's just make our way to the exit. There's a lot of lava on this floor. Would have been a bad idea had the hole been there. Some gold. That's nice, I suppose, in terms of score. We have potions. Don't know what the potions do. So it's kind of a last resort kind of thing. Go over rat. Let's see. A scroll of negation. Interesting. Didn't do anything in this case, but it'll be nice to know in the future. Ah, hell. Jellies. Watch out for them. Don't want to be caught out by the wrong side. And I don't have anything to heal me unless I dare try to activate the potion. Gotta use everything. Because I have no idea what is going to heal me. Good grief. Oh, I found the potion of life. Lucky me. Unfortunately, I'm confused. I'm also burning, so that's a thing. Ow. No, stop burning. Potion of strength, not helpful. Potion of levitation. Good grief. Toads are no fun business. And I think it's chasing us. So I'm just gonna fly away, maybe? I don't think my levitation is gonna last that long. That toad isn't coming after us that way, that's for sure. Phew. That could have gone better. Now we're hallucinating, that's just great. Phew. Thankfully everything's back to normal. Sort of. At least there's some semblance of normalcy. The standard state in Brogue is to just let you hallucinate. Just see whatever you want to see. Could have gone much worse, but here we are. Goblin Conjurer, no problems there. Didn't summon any of its blades. Which probably could have caused quite a bit of problem. We have more magic mapping and we have food. That's good. There's multiple goblins. Gotta lure them into the doorway so they don't get in the way. Yes. Our ogre is a grateful and faithful ally. Trying to rest up. And there's a lot of jackals. For some reason. Thankfully, we survived that encounter. That bloat is no good news though. I hope the oh, I guess that ogre died. The effects of a single bloat. Gosh, this hasn't been a really good run, although we have been lasting a while. What can I throw that I won't find useful anytime soon? I suppose the spare ring of light doesn't really have much use since I already have one. So here's another key. I guess there's a locked room somewhere around here. Like here, there's another locked area. I just ran through it all. The sword, a staff of firebolt, a ring of light, a mace, wand of slowness, wand of empowerment, a haste charm. Haste you for 10 turns. What else do we have? Leather armor. Is it any better than ours? No idea. Yeah, I don't think I like any of these. But we don't really have much choice. So I guess if I was to hazard a guess as to what I wanted to use, I guess a haste charm could help. Whether or not it actually does, we'll find out. Let's finish exploring this floor. It seems there's a monkey being held captive. But thankfully, that was easy enough to deal with. So now we have another ally. I decided I had enough time with just wandering around with this armor doing nothing, so I decided to put it on. We need to go deeper. And so we shall. Our turrets are not very friendly, but it doesn't look like it can attack us from that angle. More lava here. Aquamarine potions. We now have a +1 ring of clairvoyance. I think it allows us to see even further or something, but I'm not too sure about that. I don't really have anything I want to use it on right now, so might as well just give it a rest for a moment and just keep moving around. Oh, yeesh, jellies are no fun. Deal with those on the outside, then those on the inside. That's the strategy to use. Wonder if our other monkey ever got out of that. Not sure on that. Seems to have either turned itself on us or just died at some point that I'm not aware of. Ow. That was much more painful than it needed to be. Lucky to be alive, thankfully. Keep doing that. I need a ranged weapon at some point. Or maybe I already have one and I'm just not bothering to use it. That's another idea altogether. Potion of Confusion, okay. I'm not sure how that's gonna help us any. It probably won't. One can try though. And we have one area left to really do anything with. I'm hungry. Okay, let's eat then. Okay, I guess we could hit the arrow turret from there. $144 pieces of gold. There's a poison gas trap there. Don't want to set it off. A trapped goblin there. Yes, let's free it. And now we have another ally. And there is no path for further exploration. How odd. Considering how we've been through all this, I'm pretty sure there has to be somewhere we can go down. There simply has to be, otherwise we're as good as dead, really. Where is the exit? Do we have to make our own? Is it somewhere else? This could be a problem. Searching for an exit that may or may not be there. Or maybe I truly am stuck. Which doesn't make much sense. Gotta keep an eye out. There's still monsters spawning, but it doesn't really give much of an indication whether we can actually go anywhere. Gotta be something here around there, somewhere. No, I did not want to suspend the game. Good grief. Where am I supposed to be going? There has to be something somewhere. Mashing the S button to search at the same time. This is bad. Well, I suppose couldn't hurt any more than it already has just to use some of the stuff we already have. Huh. Plus 2 hate charm. Not much help here. Searching for an exit. There's another jelly, so that's fun. But it was one from the previous spawns. Maybe there's more to this floor. Could be, might not be, for all we know. Phew. That could have gone badly. Thankfully, bloodwort plants are everywhere, really. The only issue now is I can't find my way down. Having been everywhere. Indeed not. So, what have we got here? We have a bunch of potions. That's no good. Potion of speed. Potion of paralysis. Because clearly we need to do that. Rest. And a cyan potion. Scalding poison fills your veins. Great. Fatally poisoned. Oh, great. I don't have anything. Ah, hell. Well, that does that for the moment.